Hey guys, Bird Yu-Gi-Oh here. So today I wanted to do an update to my Pendulum Magician deck. This one is actually more of a Performapal Pendulum Magician. The main reason being because Skullcrat Joker came off the ban list. So I kind of obviously based this deck around the Pendulum Magicians and then just getting to Skullcrat Joker, which is by far the best normal summon you could possibly have in a Magician deck, or really any Pendulum deck. Before we get into that, I just wanted to thank my Patreons, Luma Pools and Miko Ibracadabra. If you guys want more content and behind-the-scenes stuff, check that out. I will put a link in the description, but we will get right into this profile. Starting off with the Magicians, of course. By far the best one is Harmonizing Magician. Your goal is to special summon it, or pendulum summon this from your hand, and then you can special summon any Magician Pendulum monster from your deck. Simple as that. And it's a level 4 tuner as well, so that'll allow you to go into synchro plays and just amazing card. And then we are also playing 2 Double Iris. That is now semi-limited. This one is nice because it'll allow you to search a Pendulum Graph card from your deck to your hand. And then Purple Poison is one of my favorite cards for just disruption, because when this card is destroyed, you can target a face-up card on the field and destroy it. So when combining that with cards like Time Pendulum Graph, you're going to be able to destroy him, destroy a card your opponent controls, and then also destroy another card off of Purple Poison's effect. So really, really good. Really nice to have. I always like it at 2. Just 1 Wisdom Eye. It's just okay. It's one that you can definitely play more of, but it conflicts with Pendulum Call. So that's my main reasoning for just playing 1 of it. It's up to you how many you want to play, but I choose to play 1. And then 1 Black Fang. This one will allow you to special summon a Dark Spellcaster from your graveyard. Really nice. Oath Dragon is going to allow you to just add one of your Magician Pendulum monsters that is in your extra deck, face up on your extra deck, and add it to your hand. So again, that's another nice card in combination with Wisdom Eye. And the final Magician I chose to play is Dragon Pit. I felt it came up more often than not to use his effect for popping a spell and trap on the field. Really nice, and pretty nice defense too, 2700. Not too bad at all. And then kind of for our extenders, generic, pendulum extenders, we're still playing the Chronograph and the Time Gazer. I feel you need to. They're spellcaster, they fit in perfectly with everything. And then we're playing still 3 Dark Worm, and in this version just 1 Gate Zero. Cut this down to 1 just to kind of make room for the Performapal engine that we're playing. And this is just free. When you especially drawing that with Pendulum Call, you're getting 2 cards in your hand, or actually you're going to end up with 3 cards in hand and a card on the field just by activating a Pendulum Call. So really, really good. And then let me kind of move these here. For the Performapal engine, we are of course playing 3 Pendulum Sorcerer. So this is really good and really easy to get to, mostly because of Duelist Alliance. Can search any Pendulum monster, and obviously Pendulum Sorcerer is one of those. And again, this is just a way of searching you any Performapal card, really. You get a Skullcrat Joker, Second Donkey, which is again another way of getting to Skullcrat Joker, or any other Performapal card. And then kind of the original draw engine, Lizard Draw, and Gid Turtle. So you can special summon your Pendulum Sorcerer, pop your 2 scales if you have any, search these 2, and then basically draw 2 cards. Very nice if you want to do that. And then the final one is just a level 4 Pendulum Extender is basically what this is. If your opponent controls a special summon monster, and controls at least as many monsters as you. You can just special summon this for free from your hand, so that's kind of nice. Again, just for a level 4, just free monster on the field. And that is it for the monsters we're playing. Really fun. It just works really well together. Just looking back at this, potentially up Oath Dragon, just because of the Pendulum Sorcerer is going to be able to pop your scales. And then if you obviously have an Oath Dragon, you'll be able to just add one of those scales back to your hand. So think of that one, test it out, see how you like it. But potentially, yeah, 2 Oath Dragon would be nice. And then for the spells, playing 3 Pendulum Call, it's just too good to open this, and it protects your Pendulum Zones. So you do have to obviously be careful with this and your Pendulum Sorcerer. Because this obviously will protect your Magician cards that are in your Pendulum zones. So, and then we play 3 Duelist Alliance. This, again, just does double work in this deck. It'll search Pendulum Call. It'll search Pendulum Sorcerer. It'll search your double Iris Magician, because this card is always treated as a Pendulum Dragon card. So again, it can search that. And then it can also search your Time Pendulum Graph or your Star Pendulum Graph. So this card is too good, again, not to play at 3. And then we play 2 Dragon Shrine to get that Supreme King Dark Worm to the grave. So you just get a free summon. And then we play the 1 Star Pendulum Graph. Really nice for just searching your Magician Pendulum cards. And then I still play the 1 Dwimmered Path. I do like it. You just have to have a spellcaster effect monster in your grave and just add it to your hand. Simple as that. So obviously if you like Xyz and then get a monster in the grave, you can then use Dwimmered Path to add that back to hand. So it just opens up more possibilities there. And then I'm playing 2 Time Pendulum Graph. Especially in a deck like this, I think just always being able to have access to this card and just always having it on the field is just way too good. Just every turn, you're going to be popping cards. Even if you didn't destroy 2 cards, you can just send 1 random card on the field to the graveyard. So that's good for cards that can't be destroyed, because you're just able to just send it to the graveyard. So yeah, very, very good card. And that is the main deck. For the extra deck, playing just the 1 Artemis, it's not really necessary if you don't have one. I just like it for just getting another, free spellcaster. It's really not used for any combos or anything like that. And we play 2 Selene. Now this one is going to be very important because you'll just be able to get a free special summon of a spellcaster monster from your grave, and you have a lot of targets for that. So that card is very nice. IP Masquerena, always nice to have an end board with that, and like Appaloosa or some other really nice negate. We play the Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, so you can always special summon the Unicorn off of IP Masquerena on your opponent's turn, so you can just return 1 card on the field to the deck. And for our Link 4s, we're playing, of course, the Appaloosa, and then the Boral Sword. In a Pendulum deck, it's too easy, to go into Link 4s, especially, and so going into a card that'll just allow you to OTK is really nice. And then for our Synchros, going first, you want to make Borreload Savage. So that's also a reason for playing Artemis, just to be able to get at least a Link monster fairly easily to the grave, because sometimes it can be hard, right away to get a Link monster to the grave, and you need that to make a Borreload Savage. So Artemis is sometimes nice to have for that. And then going second, having just non-targeting, non-destruction removal. This card just shuffles 1 card on the field into the deck. Really nice, so this is really good, obviously, for going second. And then for our rank 4s, playing quite a few because they're super easy to go into. Abyss Dweller, Tornado Dragon, Exciton Knight, Baguska are all really nice. And then finally, Magister Paladin It's a slow card, I understand that, but when it's XYZ summoned, you can add a Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand during the end phase. So if you happen to not open, like your Pendulum or Performapal Skullcrabat Joker, you'll be able to search it during the end phase with this, and then your following turn, you'll have just an amazing normal summon to hopefully just go off. So that's my reasoning for that. I think it's a really fun deck. Of course, Pendulums are super fun, and this version with the Performapal engine and of course the really powerful magicians, I think is just really nice. You got some nice control with Pendulum Graph. You got some really nice negates. If you can get Borload, Appaloosa, heck, even Abyss Dweller, get those on the field fairly easily with this deck. It's a fun deck. Try it out, and we'll catch you on the next one.